For Chicago homeowners, what sits on your chimney is a critical decision, not just an accessory. Chicago's biggest threat to your chimney isn't fire. It's water from the harsh freeze-thaw cycle. And it's not just weather. Unwanted guests could be turning your chimney into a dangerous fire hazard. These issues lead to repairs that can cost thousands. But the solution is surprisingly simple. So what do you need? A chimney cap or a chimney shroud? We'll break down the difference, cost, and protections. First, let's talk about the foundational workhorse, the chimney cap. It's a simple, functional cover for your flue. Its main job is defense, keeping rain, snow, debris, and animals out. Think of it as the most basic required protection. Now, let's look at the chimney shroud. This is a much larger, decorative piece designed to cover the entire structure. A shroud does everything a cap does, but its main appeal is aesthetic. It's a design statement for your home. So it seems simple, right? Function versus fashion? Not exactly. The real reasons you need one go much deeper. Let's focus on Chicago's biggest enemy, the freeze-thaw cycle. Brick and mortar are porous like a sponge. When temperatures drop, that trapped water freezes and expands with incredible force, creating tiny cracks inside. Over a few seasons, this cycle, called spalling, blows the face off your bricks, compromising the entire structure. A chimney cap or shroud is the first line of defense, acting as an umbrella to keep that water out in the first place. Beyond water, a cap also controls air. It prevents strong winds from creating a downdraft, pushing smoke back inside. But smoke isn't the only thing a downdraft can push into your home. What is the invisible killer a cap helps contain? Let's look at the real-world consequences. First, animal invaders. Squirrels and birds see your chimney as a perfect home. That nesting material is highly flammable. The first time you light a fire, the entire nest can ignite, sending fire up the flue. Then there's creosote. A cap with a spark arrestor stops burning embers from landing on your roof and starting a fire. And remember that water damage? This is what it looks like inside. Stained ceilings, rusted dampers, and a deteriorating liner. So we've seen structural failure, animal infestation, and fire hazards. Now let's talk about cost and rules. The cost of inaction is steep. A major chimney repair like tuck pointing in Chicago can set you back over $2,000. Compare that to the cost of prevention. A professionally installed chimney cap pays for itself by avoiding one major repair. And in Chicago, this isn't just a good idea, it's often the rule. Building codes require a proper cap that sheds water. If you opt for a decorative shroud, there's a serious safety rule. It must be listed for your fireplace to ensure proper ventilation. We have protection, costs, and codes. How do we put this all together? It starts by connecting the hidden dangers and real costs. Remember that invisible danger I mentioned? It's carbon monoxide. By preventing downdrafts, a simple cap is a defense against CO. And remember that freeze-thaw cycle? That is the direct cause of the $2,200 tuck pointing bills we saw earlier. So the decision is clear. A chimney cap is the baseline protection every Chicago chimney needs for structural integrity and safety. Now that you know what you need, how do you ensure it's done right? This is not a weekend DIY project. Because of Chicago's climate, an annual chimney inspection is a necessity. A pro can spot cracks you can't see from the ground. Attempting this work yourself without the right knowledge is hazardous. You risk damaging your chimney or missing a major safety issue. The question isn't if you need to protect your chimney in Chicago, but how. A cap is foundational. A shroud is an upgrade. Protect your home, your family, and your investment. Consult a certified chimney professional to find the right solution. Don't wait for the damage to show up on the inside. Stop it at the top.